nice big rallies at the end of the day. And anytime you're talking about trading markets, you always try and get yourself set up for the best possible outcome. And then when the market decides to give you a little bit more of aggressive of a move, well, great. That's just wonderful. Fun to make money in a falling market. Yeah, really, that's one of the beautiful things I love about the way that Tom approaches the market and the way he taught me to approach the market, the way he taught Jeff to approach the market, and everybody else over here at DTI. The idea that it doesn't really matter if the market's moving up or down, you're trading prices. Prices move. And if we can take advantage of that, and I think a lot of that mindset comes from, um, you know, Tom sort of made his hay as a futures trader and being able to see that the market was accessible for profit, whether you're going up or down, and then being able to bring that mindset into the more equity side of things and looking at the market in terms of options that you can play and understanding that not all markets move in the same direction at the same time. So even when you have sort of a down equity market, the metals tend to look pretty good. Metals have looked very good the for the good part of this week. We started to see that a little bit at the end of August, and we're seeing a little bit of it again. So we'll see how that plays out. Coming in from Northeast Nebraska. Good to see you, Jerry. So yeah, being able to, I'm not sure if I should use the P word, being able to take advantage of opportunities in the market in whichever direction they may be heading at whichever time they may be occurring is it's kind of freeing. It sort of opens the eyes a little bit. It gives you more opportunities than you probably would have, and it's always amazing when you look at that level of space and then you realize you can cut up the market in little segments, take advantage of that. The reference bars really help to guide us, and just sort of having that overall understanding of time, direction, calendars, everything that goes into making a trading decision, Tom. It's amazing that you can make a trade at any time of day, any day of the week, any month in the year. There's always an opportunity.
Absolutely, there is. And, Chuck, one of the things nice about the life of a trader is that you really can control your time too. I mean, you can trade, at night, or you can trade in the morning, you can trade during the day. I'd say flexibility is a big part of the attraction for trading and investing, for that matter. But why don't we get started, Chuck? It's 8 o'clock. It's Wednesday on the web. I think that we got a lot to talk about tonight, and trying to help people get what I would call the right approach, which puts the odds in your favor. And we've been having a lot of fun in train and trade, haven't we, Chuck?
Yes, sir. We definitely have. I still go back to you're making that GLD call at the beginning of the week, and I'm like, wow. And looking at where they are now. So, and then of course, we're looking at the opportunities today. There'll be more opportunities tomorrow. We're going to keep the opportunities coming every day, or every weekday, I should say, in September at, what is it, 11 p.m. Eastern, 10 o'clock Central with Trade and Trade.
Right. And Chuck, have you noticed that I like showing people how to make money? Even like today, for example, we did a TQQ trade sort of after we quit the streaming and stuff like that. And we went home profitable. And I think people don't realize that there's opportunities if you're sort of let the market tell you what they are. And I know that one of the hard things that I had to do was get those biases out of my head. I just look at the market, and you talk about this week, a prime example was when we did the series of gold and silver trades in our power program, because the market was really, on Tuesday, was really negative. It opened and went up in the middle of the night, hit 64.91, and then spent the rest of the hours it was open headed down. But we were in the right markets, gold and silver. So, just got to be where they're paying, That's the nice thing about it. But hope everybody's doing great. This is our Wednesday on the Well. We've been doing it for years during this time. It started years ago with a company called Options Express. Anybody remember Options Express? Ned Bennett was the CEO of Options Express, and we met at a trade show, and we really had a good relationship, and he really supported DTI in the early days, helping us meet people and grow the company. But I know that it's sort of fun, as far as I'm concerned, to be here. And Dinah C says she was an Options Express baby. That's right. That's right. Options Express baby. Sam said he started with Options Express. A lot of people got introduced to options with Options Express. You ought to go read what Ned had to say in my third book about Trade to Win. He really did it up right. He wrote that foreword in there, and I'm very proud he did, because we did have a great relationship and all. So, but anyway, not to divert everybody, but I wanted to tell you that we're going to make some money. And if you want to make money, here's the way it works. If you want to make money, you got to be with us. I mean, if you want to make money, you might make money elsewhere, but consistently, every day, every opportunity, we're going to, when the setup's there, we're going to take the opportunity. That's what I love about it, And I think that's what people that come to Train and Trade are loving, Chuck, is the fact that we do a lot of education there, don't we? And then, hey, the education is applied education, because you look for opportunities and all. So anyway, let's get started. I got something fun to talk about tonight, and I hope everybody is doing great. Tomorrow is Thursday, a shortened week, but it's going to be a good Thursday, I believe, because it's the third day of our cycle. And the cycle meaning how we do our trades throughout the month. It's all set up starting tomorrow. So I'm pretty excited about that. So be on my Telegram channel. I love that Telegram for ways to communicate to people. It's sort of fun. There is risk in trading, though, and I don't want to minimize the risk. You always have to take risk if you're going to make more than a T-bill rate. And the key to taking risk is managing that risk. Past performance is not indicative of future results. For folks that don't know, maybe got some new people here tonight. I'm a former Air Force officer, active trader since the 70s. I'd say active, I qualified there. Former member of Chicago Mercantile Exchange, author of 3 books, and I work with students since 1996. Probably the most pleasurable thing I do is working with you and showing you where you don't have to make mistakes I made learning this stuff. There's my 3 books. They're all located on Amazon if you want to get them. I think the #1 book, Winning the Day Trading Game, is back up to the starting price. We had it for about a week where something was wrong with their algorithm. We were taking advantage of it, buying a bunch of them. So anyway, Winning the Day Trading Game. Markets never sleep. I was ahead of the crowd talking about this 24-hour market. And of course, that book I was referring to earlier, Trade to Win. In my opinion, market's going higher. Okay. Well, why, Tom? Why is it going higher? Because that's what the numbers tell me. There's nothing funny about it. There's nothing hard to figure out. But when the market starts at a certain level, travels to a certain level, and you map it out from over here to the left-hand side to the right-hand side, and it's pointing up, you got to play it up. And that's what we're doing here at DTI, playing the market up this year. Now, here's the 7 sisters proving that point. If you look at E-mini, up 8%. We're not even finished a year yet. That'd be a good year in most years. NASDAQ up 10, Dow is up 5.3, DAX, that's Europe, up 18%. Here is the really heartthrob of the seven sisters, up 36%. Now, if you listen to me, if you listen to me, I've been telling you crude was going to $45 a barrel, and it's proven out if you watch it month after month. Bonds get above 115, they start going higher. That's my thoughts. I got to read what Anthony just wrote. I subscribe to your QQQ service and SPX only so far. Had one losing bonus trade, but love it, love it, love it. 10 plays. There's silver, greater than 37.55, Oklo greater than 80.55, wind above 130.55, snow above 250.55, TQQ above 91.55, the QQQ 575, SPY 650, Hecla above 911, American Express above 332, and gold only takes one, doesn't it? 320, that stock right now is at 328.5 and is going higher. Okay. Now, what is the number one law of successful trading? Take a guess before I show you the answer. What is the number one law of successful trading? Anybody got a guess? Manage your risk. That's a good one. The answer is trade when the odds are in your favor. And that's discipline and patience and wait for the setup. Trading when the odds are in your favor. Now, what about a program that has 16 wins in a row? You think that would be a program that might apply the number one law? 16 wins in a row seems to me it would qualify. That's the kind of programs you want to be part of. We call it the Moonlight Trading Club. This service is solely dedicated to target extra income overnight thanks to the bonus premiums on zero-dated options. One is shown the power to pay right around $700 on average and the extra income each time we have a winner. So if you multiply the last 16 trades, you're looking at probably about $10,000. Not bad. And today you can join me in the Moonlight Trading Club as the setup comes for trade number 17. It's right around the corner. Once we get entry, I would personally recommend this to my closest friends and take my own money. Who wouldn't take 16 in a row? I'll let you know when they set up. And that's up to about 200 of these per year. Now, I don't expect all 200 to be perfect like the last 16 has. But heck, if it's hot, let's do it. It's all in there when the place to trade, the option criteria, where to enter, and where to exit. Each income alert will have clear instructions how to place the trade. We do all the hard work finding it, showing the patience to wait until it's time to act. You just read the alert and follow along if you choose. Like what happened last November 7th. Alert went out, said new Moonlight Trading Club alert. That's through your email. $700 overnight on the average winner. So that means $700 is your average take every time the Moonlight takes the playing field. That's a pretty good service. If you're taking a trade, looked at the rest of the day, went out and played 18 holes of golf with maybe some buddies. Or like me, spent the evening barbecuing and tossing the football around with my granddaughter. $664 on that particular trade. And don't feel like you need to be sitting next to the computer all day long. I'm be watching this thing. I'm going to hand deliver this with a bow on top. A bow on top. I'll post a trade for 2:30. That way you got plenty of time to get in before the market's closed for the day. Now, experience the Moonlight Trading Club. Be as hands-free as possible. Alongside the email alerts, we'll also be include cell phone and telephone alerts. So if you're out and about, doesn't matter, you'll find out about the trade. Like when the next opportunity occurred on November 8th. Got the email, taking the trade if you chose, and sure enough, 625 on that one overnight. Even though the S&P was going down, it worked. Between these two trades alone, could have been about 1289 in just about 2 days, less than 48 hours. Moonlighting in the late hours of the night, you're not changed to death doing this. Actually, you could have been out to lunch with some of your best friends, hanging out with the grandkids, or at one of my world-class trading expos. It is world-class. Look at Sawgrass, nothing like it. Or simply caught the alert before the close, talk about 30 seconds to take the trade, walk away with 1289 overnight. In fact, simple, straightforward, and all you have to do is be a subscriber to the Moonlight Trading Club, and then it's accuracy in person. We isolate the best days to do these trades where the premiums are right and the markets are stable. All the way to 81.5% accuracy. Pretty good stuff. But winning 4 out of 5 trades. Everything you need to know how to set up there. You can do more of these if you want to, because I'll teach you. That's one of the big bonuses of working with me. Apply what we're doing here to other trades if you choose, but not just that. The reason that we can now take advantage of these Moonlight trades is because that new type of option listed by the CPO just recently, you know the one I'm talking about, the zero-dated options, around 24 hours until expiration. These options are becoming so powerful, they turn Wall Street's favorite way to trade. The secret sauce behind these is what makes these Moonlight trading opportunities hum. That's why in our second class, I'll walk you through everything I believe you know about these powerful options, how to use them for income or outsized gains if you want to. And it's important you pay attention, just hear what the students have been saying. Look what OED said. Easy to follow, easy to enter, easy to exit. I think easy and having confidence are very important to doing trades. They're laid out for you. The work is done, the odds are in your favor, and you are applying what we started with, putting those odds in your favor every time you trade in the Moonlight Club. Kenneth thinks I'm an excellent coach, trainer, or trader, easy to follow, and he joined our VIP program. Now, of course, regardless how good the back-tested research results show, not every trade's going to work out. Never risk more than you can afford to lose on any one single trade. And luckily, you don't have to. Take these Moonlight trades as little as $80 on average. And if you're trading small, that's okay. Where you're starting with 1,000, I prefer you start small and grow it, or even up to $1 million. They will take that in size. Focus on the trainings, understand the process. Get the hang of these straightforward Moonlight income trades and scale it over time. And if that doesn't matter to you, or who you are, young or old, been trading for 10 years or less, whatever you do, you can be part of this program. Look at those trades, $4,000 approximately right there. And it's still counting. Remember, 16 in a row. We're perfecting this sucker as it gets stronger and stronger and stronger. So, We have a special to give you a chance to get a try. Maybe about 250 of you will want to do it. We'll see. Opportunity in your inbox up to 5 times per week. Each one's designed to target extra income. What will it cost? Well, if you join tonight, we've got a special. You won't be paying the $29.97. You won't pay the retail rack rate, $19.97. You get a better deal because I'm live tonight and we're talking about it. For New Members Day, we're going to offer 2 special bonuses to kick off the brand new Moonlight Trading Club. After analyzing all this data, I want you to try it, and we fixed it where you can. In fact, when you count for all the trade examples, winners and losers combined, you're looking at about $25,000 in value. There it is, net profit. Just follow along, take the trades. Not like investing in S&P 500 when you do the Moonlight. Profit, 24,000 versus 1125 doing the S&P. Which one do you want to do? Let's make this a no-brainer. We got everybody here a chance to get involved at the lowest price we offer. Here it is. With up to 5 trades each week when they set up, $3,500 a week goes to dtitrader.com/moon or call 904-706. That's right. Try it out for $97. Find out over the next month if this program is going to grow your account or not. But for $97, you can be with me as the Moonlight Trading Club takes the playing field. We've got another day and a half to finish out our 3-day algo. We're ready to kick it off. I hope you're ready. I'm ready. Who's ready? Who's going to take this deal? Do it now. Only $97 for 30 days. Now, remember, the clock is ticking. We got 24 hours before the world of trading opens up for the month of September. Get the bonus premium for these overnight hours. I'll show you how it works. Sidestep a lot of that market volatility. When things work out, you get paid pretty quick here, pretty quick. Set your watch. This is an exciting time to join Moonlight. It's the ultimate moonlighting opportunity. Happened back on November 18th. Spent all day staring at charts. We don't do that. We don't bang our heads against a brick wall hoping to find an edge. We have an edge. dtitrader.com/moon. Take about 30 seconds. Place to trade. Smile all the way. Clocked out for the day. Maybe go out to dinner. Movie. Maybe play a little golf. I played a little bit this afternoon, and sure enough, the next day, $883 overnight. And the best part is, with this method I'm talking about, you're practicing the #1 law of trading, only trading when the odds are in your favor. You have a check to collect, even when the stock market maybe doesn't do what you wanted to do with the setup I've engineered. Like on November 19th, when the S&P fell, made $625 there. Like I said, get started. Take this $97 for 1 month access. Try it out. 904-706-3532. How much do you need? Remember, the trades are small price trades, $80. Some are less than 50. Now, will every trade be a winner? I've covered this 1,000 times. Of course not. Not every trade's going to be a winner. We're not going to win 100% of the time, but you're playing the odds. If I give you the trade, you're playing the odds. Write this down. You're playing the odds if I give you the trade. How do I know that? Ask anybody here that's traded with me for any length of time. Ask them. You got 14 days to try it out. If you're not satisfied, reach back. Can you trade this in IRA? Of course you can. It's retirement account friendly. Next Moonlight trade, well, that information will come to you if you're part of the $97 trial program for 1 month only. Got any questions? Call us at 904-706-3532. How do you start your own Moonlight trading project in the stock market? I'm going to show you. Click the link in the chat and I'll show you. Like I said, tonight's the night. Moonlight, taking the field. DTItrader.com/moon. Folks, there it is. It's simple, it's straightforward. If you want to practice good steps in making your trades, the Moonlight program will teach you. And guess what? You can see it for yourself. None of the chatter in the background. You'll see it for yourself over the next month at $97. Gwen just joined for a lifetime. Thank you, Gwen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Smart, smart, smart. That's like somebody hands you a steak. You don't say, hey, I'll take hamburger. If somebody hands you a steak, take the steak. This is the steak. Kevin says, I am in. All right. Everybody in this program will be practicing the discipline that we talk about, and for $97. That's right, $97. I gave away that much today in my free program, Train and Trade. Goodness. There's four possible tickers that will do SP with this one. 4 possible tickers. What do you think? Pretty good program, isn't it? Yep, it is. I got people in the program that said, Tom, I can't believe you're doing this. Well, look, if people will give it a try for $97. Guess what? I'm helping you by doing that. And you got 14 days, even on a 97. There you go. Folks, we're going to get started in the morning. I hope that you're aware we got one more day. One more day, and we got the numbers for the month of September. Y'all ready to kick September off just like we did in May, just like we did in June, just like we did in July, like we've done in August? September is ready to kick off. The 3 days will be up tomorrow. You know, I use that 3 days to do my programs. No secret about how I do it. Zoomy Boy, they're indexes. I'll be using indexes. That's a great question. Somebody said, I'm in your futures program too. Can I use this there? Absolutely. They set up for this, they'll set up for that. That's a double bang. I never thought about saying that, but that's true. The key part is the probabilities working for you, the customer. So, I don't know about you. Somebody said, this is the 2-for-1, getting to use it for futures too. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Folks, it's been a pleasure being with you tonight. We've got a big day tomorrow. Hope you're part of it as we finish to put the finishing touches on. How does somebody out of nowhere tell you to load up on silver and gold when the market goes down on money? You know what that is? That's experience. That is experience. I'm going to wrap it up. Adam says he wants to replay it again. It was so good. No, it's never 100% loss with me, old chart friend. Never 100%. Usually about 30 when I lose. I try to keep it around 30% when I lose. Now, there's always that possibility it could be bigger, but usually around 30 is the average. Sometimes a lot less, honestly. I have a